Look at your weakness and convert it to strength. That's success. Zig Ziglar. Welcome to the Stitch for Success podcast. I'm your host, Monica Allen. I'm a wife, mom, daughter, entrepreneur, friend, and lifelong learner. I have a love and passion for all things small business. If you are a budding entrepreneur thinking about starting your own business, or if you have been running your business for a few years, I want to help you. Every week, my goal is to bring you tips, thoughts, inspirations, and education to help you on your entrepreneurial journey. I'm so excited to have you join me today. Today, we're going to continue with another one of our Business 101 lessons, and I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite things. I love this analysis in marketing class. Of course, in those cases, we were typically using companies in case studies, but this is much more revealing when you're looking at your own company. And I'll leave you with a little bit of homework today. First, I want you to take a piece of paper or use your computer to draw a large square. Then I want you to divide that square into 4 smaller squares by drawing one vertical line down the middle and one horizontal line through the center middle. Then I want you to write one of these words in each box. In the top left box, I want you to write the word strengths. In the top right, I want you to write the word weaknesses. On the bottom left box, I want you to write the word opportunities. And then in the bottom right box, I want you to write the word threats. I will post a picture of how the SWOT analysis should be drawn on my Instagram feed, so you can check that out there. Now, I want you to sit down and think about your company, whether it is a new firm or you have been in business for a few years. Let's assess where we are right now. I'm going to walk through our current store and website, Zeus's Closet, for this exercise. We're going to walk through each of these categories. If you've listened to any of my previous podcasts, you know that I like to ask a lot of questions. And in this case, in order to complete your own SWOT analysis for your business or your company, you've got to ask yourself some questions. The first question being, what are your company's strengths? What do you excel in or do very well? Do you have a proprietary software or method for doing something? Or do you hold a specific patent? That is a huge strength if you do. Are you the only provider of something in a specific market? For example, at Zeus's Closet, we offer same-day services. That's one of our strengths. Someone can walk in and get a polo shirt or something made the exact same day, get a monogram done, get something done on a jacket, whatever they may need. We also allow people to get just one of something made. Many companies like multiples or quantity orders, bulk orders, so they want 6 or 12 or 24, and we'll do just one of something. And another one of our strengths is that we deliver very detailed, large embroidered pieces, which make very extreme, very unique gifts, and many companies would simply prefer to do things that are more simple, such as monograms or simple company logos, and we can do those things too, but the highly detailed images that we do make us unique. The next question you want to ask as you move on to the next box, what are your weaknesses? These are areas that you need to improve. What can you do to be better? And what is holding you back? So those are the questions you want to ask yourself to complete that box. For us, one of our biggest weaknesses is finding more production team members with critical thinking skills. Our current team members are awesome. They're fantastic. But we need to clone them. I wish we could clone them, each one of them, because they're very good at what they do. And it's hard to find and duplicate that. And then ultimately, not having enough hands on deck impacts our production time. And though embroidery is definitely not a fast process, I would like for it to be faster for us. And so that is something we could improve upon. And I would love to reduce our production time by 20 or 30%. So that being the case, it's really a weakness for us at this point. Or I should say it's a weakness to me. Some companies are even slower, but I always desire and want to be the best. So I would like to definitely reduce that production time. And once you filled out those top 2 quadrants, you want to begin to think, how can you play up your strengths but get rid of your weaknesses? And then as we move on to our third box, bottom left, what are your opportunities? What are favorable external factors that can help you grow? And there may be market changes that are happening. There may be federal or state mandates that can help you, or new opportunities, new industries moving in. So those are the type of external factors that can impact your business. For us, we see an opportunity in franchising. This is a model that could be duplicated. We also see an opportunity of offering classes so people can learn and we can teach people how to embroider. So you want to think about what opportunities you have in your business. In addition to opportunities, though, in any business, there are also threats. So you want to ask yourself, what are these threats? And these are things that can impact your company in a negative way. Typically, these are external factors that you're looking at. It could be a competitor. It could be a change in a local mandate. It could be a change in tariffs. I know that trade tariffs enacted last year impacted many industries and thus impacted companies. We were concerned that some of our cost of goods would increase since some of our items are made in China. In my last episode, you may recall that I spoke about a competitor that opened a couple of miles from us. This location opening was definitely a threat to our business. They closed late last year, but while they were open, we did keep an eye on them and determine changes that we needed to make or did not need to make based on that company being so close to our store. Another example is COVID was a threat that none of us saw coming. But a pandemic or health crisis is something that we all need to consider writing in this box as a future threat, because this isn't over, and of course it can happen again. Once you have these two boxes completed, you want to give some thoughts on ways to determine how to take advantage of your opportunities and mitigate your threats. From business owner to business owner, I would love to hear how you have dealt with COVID in your business. And I'm going to pose a question for you here shortly. But I know for us, one of the things that we've done recently is we've gone to by appointments only in our store. Previously, we were open to the public from 11 to 7, and people could come and go as they please and shop as they please and, touch everything. And we've had to change that, and it's been different. It's been unusual for our customers a little bit, but it's also been very unusual for us. But now people have to book appointments, and we work very hard to make sure we don't overlap appointments because we don't want a lot of people in at the same time. In the past, we may have 8 or 10 customers in the store at once, and we wanted to bring that down and really make sure our customers felt safe and also our team felt safe. So we've had to make some changes. But I would like to know, and my question that I would like to pose to you is, how has COVID-19 impacted your business? And what will you change going forward to mitigate or minimize a threat like this in the future? You can leave me a voicemail message, and I may use your response on a future show, or you can simply direct message me on Instagram. I would just love to know your thoughts on it, and we can share together. Please note, if you do leave me a voicemail, you'll have to sign up for an Anchor account. I personally am not a fan of this part of the Anchor feature, but I would love to hear your voice. Again, you can also just shoot me a message via Instagram at Stitched for Success. I will read some of the responses on an upcoming show. The question again is, how has COVID-19 impacted your business, and what will you change going forward to mitigate or minimize a threat like this in the future? I will also post the question in my show notes, and again, would just simply love to hear from you all. I would also love to see a copy of your SWOT analysis once you have it completed. Of course, you don't have to share that, but that's your homework that I'm leaving with you for this week. Really sit down and think through this. whether you're starting a business or you're already in a business, these things do change over time. So you want to reevaluate them. You want to take a look at them annually, or even when you know that some new something is coming out, a new mandate or new industry or new person moving into your market space, you want to take a look at these things. Thanks so much for listening and joining me today. I truly appreciate you. Please do your homework, complete your SWOT analysis, and if you have any questions or concerns, I'd love if you message me. If you have not already, please subscribe to the podcast and invite a friend along to do the same. If you know someone that has that entrepreneurial spirit, please share this podcast with them. Also, if you have not already, follow me on Instagram at Stitch for Success for your daily dose of inspiration or tips, and also definitely direct message me your thoughts on the question that I posed. If you have any thoughts or concerns, you can also DM me via Instagram. Always a pleasure to have you listen in. Have a great one.